And take a deep breath. And by the way, great news, it's going to be a less heavy, lighter feeling week than we have had the last 2 weeks, at least according to the cards. So I'm really wanting this to happen. Our overall card is the color amber. Haha, hey, it's me. Awaken your creativity. And I want to read about this because I think there's a lot of good stuff in the guidebook. This is The Secret Language of Color Cards by Anna Siegel, or Segal. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce her name. Okay, amber is a fantastic color for increasing your creativity and strengthening your manifestation abilities. It generates deeper bonds in relationships and teaches you how to give and receive affection. Warmth, optimism, courage, and spontaneity are among amber's gifts. Well, I declare. Wear amber to awaken your creative talents and abilities. Hold a piece of amber or wear an amber pendant to remind you of your fun, creative, uninhibited self. Think of 5 adventurous things you would love to do. Pick the one that appeals to you the most and do it today. This could be singing, dancing, painting, writing, or creating something. Give yourself permission to be playful, childlike, and joyous. Say, infinite intelligence, awaken my creative talents and abilities, freeing me to participate in amazing and fun experiences. I mean, of course I like it. It's my name. And I have to say, I do feel like that my values are warmth, optimism, courage, and spontaneity. So that's kind of fun. All right, enough about me. Even though it's for all of us to embody. Here is your week in a nutshell. We have the 4 of Wands. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We're finally back in a space of feeling the joy of life. So we've had these heavy lessons the last couple weeks. We've had the Hierophant, which is wisdom that is earned through experience, hard-earned experience. We've had the 7 of Cups, which is like, I don't know what's right, what's up, what's down. I've been making up these stories in my head and I don't know exactly what's true and what's not. This is about being connected to life once again. Some of you, it could be about, like last week we talked about twin flames and letting it go and like maybe reconciling. Some of you might be reconciling. Others of you might just be moving on and feeling like the joy of life again. Like, oh, food tastes good again. I can go outside and notice that a flower is blooming. Those kinds of things. I love the 4 of Wands because it really is like a stable place to be again, but like in the joy of life itself. And then I think that energy is helping us move on from the last 2 weeks, the energy, the density, the heaviness, the really hard, intense lessons that we've been learning or going through the moment. And 6 of Swords is really about like we're heading in a more peaceful direction, period. Like we don't know exactly where that destination is, but we know that it's not going to be as rocky or as up and down as the last couple of weeks have been, thankfully. So we're celebrating, and then we're also moving into a much more peaceful period of time. Finally, just because we've got our bearings back, we've got this feeling of life, the spark, we're back, baby. And then like, oh man, things feel like they're leveling out, they're quieting down. I can find this sense of deeply held peace that has, the peace that passes understanding. And that's a great place to make big plans for your future, for our collective future is what I want to say. Not just for you, for your community, for your family, for the people that you love. And part of that is taking care of yourself and making big plans that make you feel lit up inside. And so I think this is a great time this week. It's like we're awakening our creativity with the color amber. We're feeling alive. We're feeling connected to life again. We're feeling warmth, optimism. That is the time to make plans. That is when your mind is being clear. It's when you're being open to the possibilities instead of closed off for fear of the future. So I just feel like there's a road opening here for a lot of us this week, like taking a deep sigh of relief. Whew, okay, we made it through the last 2 weeks. We found connection again to each other, to our communities, to life itself. We're moving in a more peaceful direction. And now it's time to think optimistically about the long-term future. This is not just short-term, this is a bigger picture view. So zoom out and think, okay, you actually have the mind space to do it. You actually have the heart space to do it. So even journaling, writing some things down. In the next year, I would love to blank, blank, and blank. Here's some goals. Goal setting is a great time this week, according to this card. So lots of things that you want to take action on. So this is Mars in Aries, and Aries is an action sign of like go, do. It's a fire sign. Mars is fire. Mars is also outward focused action. So there's a lot of get up and go, but also from a more peaceful place, because that's where we're heading in general for the long-term future. And finally, just, hey, time to get creative. Creativity is just a natural instinct for all of us. And when we can be there instead of in a place of fear and confusion, man, it's going to feel so good this week. Thank you. I think we all needed it. Have a great week, and don't forget that you are loved, you are supported, and you are worthy. And so am I. Have a great week.